boxer shuffles. My feet are coming out and in. Right? So left leg in front, on the balls of my feet. Hands up, always keep that guard up. Front and back. Butt kickers. Lean forward, your chest should lean forward. And your heels should be aiming for your glutes. Touchdown kicks. So, you're gonna have your feet out as though you're getting ready to do a lunge. You touch down, go into a lunge. So opposite hand to opposite foot, come up and kick out. Down and out. Down, out. Now, if you have knee issues, you can simply stand and kick out. Otherwise, switch sides, do the same thing. Lunge position, opposite hand, opposite foot, and kick out. You can make it fun. Make it fun. Jumping jacks. Here we go. Arms out and feet out at the same time. Arms should be straight overhead. And you can touch them if you want to. Clap at the top. Clap it up for yourselves. We have to get a glute workout in. Lunges with the opposite knee raise. So, you're in your lunge position. You go down, your weight's by your side. Okay, come down, pulse 2 times, and I'm gonna bring my opposite knee up to my chest and go back. 1, 2, knee up. 1, 2. You wanna make it fun? You're gonna lunge down, kick out. Lunge down, pulse, kick out. Lunge, kick out. When your 30 seconds is up, you switch to the other side. Get in a proper positioning where I'm leaning more forward on the leg that's out, on my right leg right now. And the ball of my foot should be up to the point where if I wanted to lift my leg, my back leg up at any time, I could, okay? So, pulse down, come up. Pulse down, come up. You wanna make it fun? Kick out. You notice that my back stays straight. I'm not leaning forward, okay? Keep your back in one line. All right, push-ups to a surrender. So, you're gonna come out into a push-up position where your hands are right under your shoulders. If you want them to be a little bit wider, they can, but they're still adjusted under your shoulders. Your feet, the balls of your feet are on the ground. Heels up, your stomach, your belly button should be tucked under and pulled up to the ceiling, imaginary of course, and your back should be in one line, okay? So you're here, push up, come down, raise up. So you see my back or my arms are coming up, my legs are coming up, and I'm back down. Then I go back up, into a push up, down, surrender. Now if you want the modified version of this, it looks like this. You can be on your knees, roll up the mat if you need some more cushioning for your knees. And you're gonna have your hands under your shoulders again. You're gonna put your knees right under your hips to start with, and then bring your hips forward, okay? You're gonna come down. You can bring your feet up or you can leave them on the floor if you need more support. So you got your push-up, then you're gonna come down, to your surrender. Okay, back on my knees, push up, surrender. Push up, surrender. Push up. Plank walkout burpees. So you're standing in standing position. You're going to bring your hips forward, walk down the mat until you're extended into a plank position. You're going to bring your arms down, come down to your elbows, back up. I'm going to walk back toward my feet and jump at the top. Come down, plank position, down to my elbows, back up to my hands, walk back in, and jump at the top. One more. Walk down, plank position, elbow, elbow, hand, hand, walk back up, jump at the top. Single leg deadlifts. So you can start with your weights down here. And what you're gonna do is focus on balancing. So your core should be strong, okay, as though someone's getting ready to punch you, okay, in your stomach. So tense your core up, okay, and then you balance on one leg. It helps also to think about putting your toes apart from each other, so splaying them out really helps with balance, okay? I don't have to bring my leg all the way up. I can simply have it by my shin or by my calf if I don't have great balance yet, okay? So I'm going to lean forward, grab my weights, and keep them in my hands the whole time. Now, I'm gonna come up, squeeze, my glutes at the top, right? Pressing my hips forward, and I'm gonna come back down just before I hit the mat and come back up and squeeze. Coming down and squeezing up. I'll do the same thing on the other side. Shake it out. You'll feel this in your calf as well as your hamstring. Okay? One leg. Have both of my weights next to each other. And I'm going down. And I'm coming up to squeeze at the top. Squeezing my glutes, pressing my hips forward. This requires a lot of concentration, so it's easy to focus on one spot in the room. You want to focus on a spot on your mat, on the floor. Don't take your eyes off of it. And squeeze. If you need a modification for that, do a regular deadlift. It's just fine. You'll feel it just the same. All right, so that would require you keeping both feet on the ground. You want to hinge at your hips, bringing the weights down as close to your feet as possible. Don't touch the ground, but just above your toes. You feel that stretch in your hamstring. You're gonna bring yourself back up, squeeze your hips, or press your hips forward, squeeze your glutes. You come back down. And what you will notice is I keep my back straight the whole time. I'm not rounding it, and it's not sway back, okay? So you wanna keep your back straight the entire time. Your shoulders should be back, okay? So you see I'm going down, my back stays straight, and I come back up and squeeze. And I back down, hinging at my hips, leaning forward, and coming back up and squeezing. That's your modification. Skidowns. So your feet are gonna be together like this, and you guessed it, you're gonna be moving like a skier. So I have a slight bend in my knees, and I'm gonna bring my hands forward, okay? I'm gonna lunge or jump to the side and kick back, okay? So my hips and my glutes go out behind me. I squeeze my triceps, you see it squeeze, and then I'm coming back up to go to the other side. So you're going from side to side. Arms in as you jump. When you land, you kick them back toward the wall. Your fists should be facing the wall on the come down. Coming up, hands at my chest. gluing my thighs together the whole time and keeping that bend in my thighs. Gonna pump that heart rate back up. So these are your glute bridge marches. So you're gonna have your heels in line with your knees. Okay, nice and comfortable. They're going to be shoulder width apart. And you can keep your hands on the mat, at your chest, wherever you want to. What you're gonna do is press down in your heels to bring your hips up off the ground, and you're gonna stay up the whole time. So you're really squeezing, and you should feel your core activated as well, okay? Then you're going to march. Okay, so one leg after the next. Coming up and coming back down. Really keep those hips lifted. Now if this is too much of a strain to hold it, you can simply come down and press back up. And you'll feel that a little bit more in your hamstrings. You want to add a little bit of poison or more medicine. You can place one of your dumbbells right at your hips, okay? Press up and march. Feel the burn. Glute bridge marches. You made it to the end of the workout. So proud of you. Awesome. Right before the holiday or right before you dine or even after. Kudos to you. You can do that. But we're gonna go ahead and cool it down because you deserve it. You deserve the reward to stretch and cool down. All right, so we're going into windmills. Feet wide, my arms are out to the side. I'm going to bring opposite hand to opposite foot. Really stretching out those hamstrings, stretching your back, stretching those hips. Feels so nice. Now I'm going to bring my arms overhead. I'm going to press my hips forward and my arms back. You should really feel that stretch in your back. It's kind of like the Matrix. Then you want to bring your arms forward and down. Come back up and down. Make sure you're focusing on your breathing here. Just relax. You made it through a tough workout. And back up. All right. Now I'm going to widen my legs out, bring my feet to the side and my toes to opposite sides of the room. I'm going to lower down into a squat or a sumo squat position. I'm going to place my hands on my thighs. No, I'm not getting ready to twerk. Twerk for the turkey. No. So what I'm gonna do is take one shoulder and lean it in and press my arms and hands. I'm gonna press them out. Okay, press my knees out with my hands. Okay, you should feel this along your back. You should feel it in your inner thighs. It's a nice stretch. And if you wanna switch, you can feel it in your shoulder as well. And just alternate until you feel a release or until you're ready to move on. All right. Now we're going to stretch our quads. So we're going to bring one foot behind us. Okay. It's nice to keep your balance. So you can do that by bringing your arm out to the side. You want to grab for your shoelaces. Okay. And then bring your heel as close as you can to your glutes and just feel that stretch. You want a deeper stretch? You can lean forward a little bit, nice yoga pose. And if you're really good, see me attempt this, you can go into your warrior pose. Okay, couldn't hold that long. So do whatever you feel comfortable with. Keep your balance, don't fall on your face. All right, you're already tired. Okay, do the opposite leg. Bring it in. You can use both hands to pull that leg back to your glutes. You can really feel it here along your quad. Nice stretch. Okay, now we're going to come down.